Hey my dolls, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys already know, it's your girl Sierra Nicole and I'm back with another freaking video. So yes, by the title, you guys already know what today's video is about. The most anticipated and asked video from you guys is my 1 year post-op video. So I'm officially 14 months post-op and I decided it was time to finally do the sit down video with you guys. As you guys already see, I am in a new location. Isn't it beautiful? Thanks to my big cousin for letting me use her space to record this update video for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know this is the second time I've recorded this video. I started recording it on my camera and all the footage is just gone. So we're gonna have to go ahead and do this video. So we're gonna do this video again for the second time. Before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and come and join the family. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss every time I upload a brand new video. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video because at this point, your girl is over it, okay? So, you guys asked me some questions and I'm definitely going to go ahead and get into those questions. Let me go ahead and give a disclaimer. This is just my journey, guys. This is what I did. This is how I lost my weight. This is how I've been maintaining. Please take everything in this video with a grain of salt. Do not follow or do what I say to a T. Definitely always make sure that it is okay with your surgeon and your nurses before you take any of my recommendations or any of my suggestions and take them and run with them, okay? I have always been 100% honest with you guys, and that's just what I brand myself on, is being very authentic, being very real. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Like I said, this is my journey. Do not follow everything I do or say unless you get it approved or talk to your surgeon about it first. So with that being said, disclaimer on out the way, let's go ahead and jump into this video because I don't want it to be too long, okay? So the first question is, how am I feeling? Honestly, I am feeling great, guys. It feels really, really good not to weigh 295 pounds. So I feel very light. I feel like a little bird, like a little butterfly, like I just be floating. But no, guys, I really do feel great. I feel good. Of course, you guys already know that I deal with my anxiety and I deal with my seasonal depression. But other than that, I feel really, really good overall. How much weight have I lost in 1 year? So in overall, or how much weight I have lost, it was 120 pounds. I have regained 10 pounds. So if you want to take the overall total, I have lost 110 pounds. What is my vitamin regimen? So I'm going to post the pictures of them on the screen, but I do have my vitamins with me today. I take the Flintstone with iron. So that's the first one. That's a multivitamin. I also do the B12. It is the dissolvable ones. I also take B1. And then I take vitamin D3. And that's in the Spring Valley brand. Like I said, I'll post the pictures on the screen so you guys can know. I do not take calcium anymore. I used to take calcium in the beginning, but I do good with getting calcium from what I eat, so I don't have to take calcium anymore. What does a daily meal for me look like? So here we go with the honesty. Y'all, I pretty much eat whatever I want to eat. I do not restrict myself when it comes to eating. I just eat what I can eat. So when I'm full, I stop eating, but I eat whatever I want to eat. So that's a big question. I know people always ask me, like, I do not portion out my food. I do not count. I'm not counting. I'm not weighing my food. I don't do any of that because that does not work for me. That's gonna make me upset. It's gonna flare up my anxiety, and I'm gonna wind up binge eating, or yeah. So I just don't do it. That's that on that. Okay, what's my workout regimen? So I don't have no crazy workout regimen. I don't even work out every single day. When I do work out or when I have the time, I will do a 2-mile run, and then I'll do some simple weight training or weightlifting, like strength training to tone. I'll just look up a video on YouTube, or I'll look on, if you have an iPhone, then there's workouts that you have on your iPhone. I do those, or I just go to the gym and do the machines for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then that's it. Nothing too serious. I am in the market for a trainer. So if y'all know anybody in the Virginia Beach area, y'all know they're a trainer, leave that information down under this video, okay? Because your girl trying to tone up, you know, get this booty lifted up a little bit more, okay? How to reset when you hit a plateau. So how I reset, like if I've been eating too much, y'all, I done had a real good weekend, been drinking too much, I will do a little detox. Do the suji juices. I definitely post a picture on the screen of what I'm talking about. You can get them from your local Walmart or any grocery store that you shop at, like a Whole Foods or anything like that. Even Target has them. So yeah, I do the suji juices. I will do at least 3 juices a day, and I'll do it for at least 2 to 3 days when I'm detoxing. That's my detox. There are multiple other detox. Some people use a tea detox. Some people use another juice detox. Some people juice. You know, whatever works for you. But I do recommend that you do a detox at least 3 times a month. I only do mine. I don't detox too much, but when I feel like I've had like too much sweets, or I've had a good weekend when I went out with the girls and we were drinking and I wasn't really like being mindful of what I was actually eating, I will do a detox, okay? And that's how I reset myself, because like I said, I fluctuate, or if I didn't tell you guys, I fluctuate between 180 and 185. The smallest I ever got down to was 175, so I did regain 10 pounds. But wait, because I'm honestly at my goal size. And I know a lot of people look at the number on the scale, but I more so look at how my body looks, how my clothes fit, and things like that. And I'm at the size that I want to be. I went from a size 3X to I'm currently in smalls and mediums. I'm a size 8'10". I'm the size that I want to be. Yes, the scale says I'm 183. I weighed myself this morning. But the way that my clothes fit, the way that my body is, I'm only 5'5". So the way that the stuff that my clothes fit on me, I like how the clothes fit on me. Everyone's number on the scale is going to be different, though my surgeons do want my number on the scale to be between 160 and 170. I have explained to them that I'm happy with the way my body looks. You know, I'm sorry, this is comfortable. Now, I'm not saying that I won't get down to 170 or 175 again. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I would want to bulk up more. And that's just that. So with that, like I was saying, I do a detox when I feel like I'm getting too, or if I'm feeling bloated or something like that, then I will do a detox. So I probably do 2 to 3 a month, to be honest. What is the biggest takeaway from having surgery? The biggest takeaway from having surgery for me would just be learning to love myself, honestly. Learning to treat how I should be treated, how I should treat myself. Learning to love my body and love myself at this new size. Like being able to deal with my mental, my anxiety, like understanding that I had a bad relationship with food and fixing that relationship with food. I know it's funny to say because people really be like, girl, you just eat too much, you stop eating. But having or being an emotional eater, really, you don't know how much it takes a toll on you and on your body and on your mental health, but it does. And having eating disorders is a part of mental health. And so I feel like that's a subject that people don't like to touch on or talk about a lot, but it's really serious. So yes, that's my biggest takeaway, is just learning and unlearning a lot of behaviors that I had in my relationship with food, and just learning to love myself. How am I feeling? I already answered that question. How am I feeling after 1 year? Like I said, I feel great, y'all. I feel amazing. I'm in love with myself, like literally, not in an arrogant way or in a conceited way, but I'm obsessed with me, as I should be. Like, I love myself now. I love myself in this new body. I love myself in the skin that I'm in. Can I eat normal? So I do not know what you mean by normal. I'm guessing you meaning like, can I eat, I guess, everyday food? I don't know, but I'm gonna answer that question how I think you meant to ask it. Can I eat normal? Yeah. The only thing that's different from me and from you guys is that my portions are probably 3 times or just smaller than yours. I literally do not restrict myself, guys. I eat whatever I want to eat, and that's just honest. I'm going to be open and honest with you guys. I'm not out here counting my food. I'm not out here portioning out my 60 to 70 grams of protein. I'm not weighing my food. That does not work for me. I know that might work for some people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but it didn't work for me. I did try that in the beginning, and it would make my anxiety so bad to the point where all I did is wanted to binge eat. And so I learned that and I adjusted. So no, I do not weigh my food. The only thing that's different, and I do not restrict myself. I don't tell myself, no, that you can't completely have sweets. No, you can't completely have this. You can't completely have that. No. If I want it, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it within reason. I'm going to portion it out. Listen, if I want a cupcake, instead of getting a big cupcake, I'm going to go for the mini cupcakes. It's just like I'm looking for a better alternative, but I don't just completely cut anything out of my diet. So yes, I can eat normal. Do I still have my restriction? Of course I do. I'm only 14 months post-op. You still have the restriction. I can still feel when my stomach is filling up. I can still feel when my pouch is full. I can feel when I eat too much. It does hurt. I can feel when I eat too fast. I do still get that feeling. I don't know when that feeling stops or if it ever will stop, but I do get that. I do get that feeling. I do get sick if I'm eating too fast or I ate too much. I will still get sick. My stomach will be like, all right, you're doing a little too much, my girl, calm it down. So yes, I still very much have my restriction. My portions are still relatively small, though I can eat more than what I could before, but my portions are still relatively small. Have I gained any weight back? Yes, we already touched on that. I have gained 10 pounds from my lowest weight. The smallest that I ever got was 175. Like I said, I did not like myself at that size, even though it wasn't a bad size. Some people was like, oh, you look really good. But to me, it was just, I wasn't used to seeing myself that way, like with a skinny, like sunken in face. Once again, I'm not saying anything to anybody. You know, I'm not talking about anybody, I'm talking about myself. It's just what I prefer on my body, okay? I'm used to having a more fuller, rounded face. Even though my face is way much more slender than it used to be. It's just when I got to the 170, 175, I did not like what my face looked like. It looked sunk in. Do I drink? This is the $1 million question. Everyone wants to know, do I consume alcohol? You guys know I do. If you watched my previous video for Cinco de Mayo, I went out and I had drinks. I drink, guys. I do have alcohol. No, I'm not. I haven't turned into an alcoholic. I don't drink every day. I probably do have 1 or 2 glasses of wine once or twice a week. When I go out with the girls, we go out to the bar or go out with my friends and my family, I will have a drink, I will have a cocktail, maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on how I'm feeling that day. I might take a shot or 2, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very aware of myself. I don't go overboard. When you do drink, you have to be careful because you do get drunk really, really fast, okay? Because it's empty calories and it's absorbing, it's going right directly to your pouch. So you're gonna get drunk really, really fast, and you also sober up even faster. So people think that that's fun. It's just like, oh, it's a bottomless, I have a bottomless stomach, but you just have to be careful. That's all I'm gonna say about alcohol. But yes, I do consume and drink alcohol, guys. How am I treated now that I look different? Another $1 million question. Yes, guys, people do treat me differently, which is sad to say, but it's just the reality of the world that we live in. Let's just be honest. People are, what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? People are very vain. Okay, that's just what it is. That's the world that we live in. When you're saying a woman should look like this versus look like this, or plus size women is more accepted. I mean, a slimmer woman is going to be more society accepted than a plus size woman. I have lived a life of both. Okay, I've been a plus size woman. I was a plus size woman for most of my life, and in some areas around the world, I'm still considered a plus size woman, which is fine to me. I love the body that I am in, but yes, people do treat me differently now that I am smaller. People are nicer to me, which is ridiculous and it's absurd, but it's just the truth. People are nicer to me. Guys are more willing to approach me because, you know, I fit the image of what they think a woman should look like. There's people that knew me when I was bigger that probably wouldn't look my way or give me the time of day, but now that they do, now that I'm smaller. So it's sad, it's ridiculous, but it's reality. It's weight. So when someone looks at me, they're gonna know that I lost a significant amount of weight if they've seen me before. Now, people who don't know me or never knew me before when I was bigger, they would never just be like, oh my God, you used to look like you were 300 pounds. Of course, no one's gonna know that unless I give them that information, or unless they follow me on social media and they see it like, oh my God, girl, like you used to be this big. Yes, you know, but for people that knew me, they are the ones that treat me differently. People that know me now, are this just their first time meeting me? Of course, they're just treating me regular. But yes, people are very shocked when I tell them that I used to be 300 pounds. Most people do not believe it. And when I tell them that I had weight loss surgery, they don't believe it. But yeah, it's just something you kind of have to prepare yourself for. People are going to treat you differently. People are going to act funny towards you. People are going to probably treat you better. You're probably going to get invited to the party if you wasn't getting invited to the party before. Just being honest. How is my confidence level? On 1,000, honey. On 1,000. Okay, we up there. You know what I'm saying? My confidence is been boosted, honestly. And I honestly think because I was always a girl that was into beauty and fashion anyway, and now that I'm able to wear more, or I have a broader spectrum of what I can wear, with my size being smalls and mediums, and I'm being a size 8 and a 10 in a dress, like, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say that it's unlimited, but it's unlimited. It's easier for you to go in a store and find a medium and a small versus finding a large and an extra large. You know, the bigger sizes are always limited. It's always like 1 or 2 of the bigger sizes versus now it's like six or 7 of smalls and 6 and 7 mediums. So it's just like, my confidence has boosted because I can dress how I want to now. I can wear those trendy pieces, or I just feel good in my body, guys. And I don't take that as a bad thing. Some people look at it as, oh, I've changed, but it's just my confidence boosted. Like, I love the way I look in my body. I love how I feel. You know, I love what I see looking back at me. So of course it's gonna make me be like, oh, yes, girl, because I'm that in a whole bag of chips. I'm the dessert, you know what I'm saying? I'm the full course meal, yes, girl. But I feel like as a woman, you should feel that way about yourself anyway. I tell myself that. I take myself out on dates. I treat myself how I feel like anybody should treat me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, my confidence is up there. Losing weight helped me unlearn a lot about myself. It helped me unlearn, or it helped me realize what I was willing to accept from people and what I wasn't willing to accept. So that's that. What is one thing that has changed about me since having weight loss surgery? Besides my confidence, besides my relationship with food, honestly, I feel like I'm just a stronger person, to be honest. Dealing with my mental health during the surgery, that was the hardest part. Dealing with my anxiety and my depression and all that stuff, that was like the hardest part about losing the weight. The weight was the easiest thing because I had the tool, I had the surgery. The weight was just going to fall off. It did just fall off for me. But everything behind the closed doors and behind that was what changed. Like, I learned to love myself more. I learned to appreciate myself more. I learned to give myself grace, to be patient with myself and my body. And I've just overall gotten stronger, like mentally stronger, like what I'm willing to accept and take from people. I don't do that anymore. Like, a lot has really changed for me, guys, honestly, and it's all positive. Not everything, as far as if I'm nitpicking like little things in my personal life that I would have, you know, preferred not have changed because I've had weight loss surgery, but I'm kind of glad it did. It opened my eyes up to what I'm willing to put up with and what I'm willing to not put up with. It's just that. Any plastics, or will I? So currently, no, I have not had any plastic surgery. I know people look at me and they ask me that all the time, but I was just honestly blessed to not have a lot of loose skin. I was 295 pounds, but I was like solid. Like, I wasn't flabby, or like, I'm just gonna say flabby. I wasn't like flabby or like sloppy then. My skin was very tight. I was very solid. So I don't have a lot of loose skin, even though I do have some loose skin. I have loose skin on my stomach, in between my legs, and like on my arms a little bit. So I'm not against plastics. I don't have any kids currently, and I want to start having kids in the next few years. So I want to do that first, and then if I want to have plastics, then have it then. There are little things that I nitpick about my body, as far as like my boobs, you know. I just wear push-up bras, you know. I'm also going to do a video on like the material and the types of clothing that I think is best for people with loose skin and stuff like that, just because I have navigated on how to like hide my loose skin in the pieces that I wear. I'm going to show you guys a picture of me, you know, what my loose skin looks like, what my stomach and stuff looks like, so you guys can see. But yeah, I'm not opposed to any plastics. I'm not opposed to any plastic surgery. If I, down the line, don't like my body, we can definitely go and change it. I'm not against surgery. I'm very much pro do whatever you want to that makes you happy. Honestly. Do I still follow my surgeon's guidelines? So I'm gonna say yes and no. like I said, I don't weigh out my food. I'm not counting my calories or counting my protein intake. I'm not doing that. I do what my body tells me it needs. My body will tell me when I need to eat more of something and I need to eat less of something. My body will tell me when I'm full, when I'm hungry, when I need to eat more, I need to eat less. Like, my body definitely tells me, so I'm very mindful of that. I listen to my body. So I won't say that I follow everything that my surgeon says. As far as my vitamins, like stuff like that, yes, I do follow my surgeon's guidelines when it comes to that. When it comes to like prescription medicines or stuff that I shouldn't consume, I don't. Like, I still haven't had soda. I know a lot of people after 14 months have tried it. I wasn't a big soda drinker before, so it doesn't bother me to not have soda. I know a lot of people say like straws. I was drinking out of a straw probably like 6 to 7 months post-op. So I chew gum, just little things that, you know, my surgeon was like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that. Some of those things that I do. So I'm not real strict on myself. Like I told you guys, I'm very pretty much go with the flow. I listen to my body and I feel like I do what's best for me. When you have weight loss surgery or when you're going through a weight loss program, they only have one set standard for everybody, but my body is different. My genetics are different from yours. My genetic makeup, my family's history is different from yours. So we're not going to be the same. Like I was telling y'all, the things that I do, you can't do. The things that work for me might not work for you. It's just, everyone is different. So I really just do what I feel is okay, as long as I'm not causing my body any harm. Yeah, I pretty much do what I want within reason. I do look up stuff. I still do contact my nurses, or when I go for my appointments, if I have a question about something, if I'm unsure, I will reach out to my nurses and my surgeon first, or I'll just do the research on my own to find out the information. So that's a yes and no to that question. What weight loss group am I in? I'll definitely leave those links down in the description box below, so you guys can go and follow those groups that I'm in, because I don't know all of them off the top of my head. What is my biggest motivation to not regain? So my biggest motivation is that I just don't want to be 295 pounds again. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to not be that weight again. Like, to be completely honest, whatever that looks like. If I need to up my workout regimen, or if I need to stop eating certain things, if I need to change my diet, whatever that looks like for me to not go back to 295 pounds, I'm willing to do that. Mentally, I know that. Mentally, me and my body know that with Sierra, whatever it takes, we're going to do that. Like, I have that mindset now. I have that drive that I promise you, I will not go back to 295 pounds. I just love myself too much. I love how I look. I'm happy. I smile more. My confidence is up. Like, that's just what that is. I will not go back. So whatever it looks like to not go back is whatever it takes. If we have to go back on the surgical table and do some more snip, whatever it takes, okay? Is there anything I regret about the surgery? Honestly, there's not anything I regret about the surgery. Completely honest, I'm actually glad I went with the gastric bypass. I know there's a lot of sleeve patients that watch me. It was just a lot of research that I did on my own, that my surgeon told me with the sleeve. There's a lot of patients that after a year post-op, they have to do a revision to the bypass. Sleeve patients are 50% more, they regain more than bypass patients. All this is out there on the internet. You can look it up. So I just chose to, instead of having to in the future maybe have to have that revision, I did the bypass. And I'm not saying, so do not get me wrong, do not misconstrue what I'm saying. Not all sleeve patients are going to regain. That's the person. So it doesn't have anything to do with the surgery alone. That's just the data. That's just what's out there. To say that, sleeve patients regain more often than gastric bypass patients, or a lot of them have to get a revision to a bypass. So I just went ahead and did the bypass. But no, there's nothing that I regret about the surgery. What surgeon did I use? So I went through Bon Secours in Virginia Beach, Virginia. My doctor was Dr. David Spencer. And I will leave the information down in the description box below so you guys can check out that surgical center. I absolutely adore my team, my surgeons, my nurses. They are the nicest people. My process was smooth. They were very friendly, very informative. They were, pretty much easygoing. They didn't bash me or make me feel bad about myself, or when I go and I tell them like, oh yes, I eat this or I eat that. They just try to tell me what I should do better or how I should change it. They're not like beating up on me or making me feel guilty. So I really do recommend, if you're in the Virginia Beach area or if you're in Virginia, definitely look up Bon Secours. And yeah, that's what I went through. How was my recovery time and process? So honestly, my recovery time was really quick. I always tell people my 1 month post-op, I was in Texas, so I was already traveling on vacation. So as far as like physically, I would say it took about 2 to 3 weeks. Like that was literally it. What was my recovery process? Honestly, I was just patient with myself. I did not work out for the first 3 months of my surgery, or being post-op. I did not work out for the first 3 months. After, even though my doctor did clear me after the first month to work out, I did not. I didn't feel like my body was able to do that. I didn't feel like I was fully healed, so I waited to 3 months till I knew that my body was healed. Like I said, guys, I really listen to my body, and you should too. If you're more conscious and you do meditating and all that stuff, listen to your body, because your body would definitely tell you. But I didn't feel like I was strong enough after 1 month, even though, like I said, my surgeon did clear me after a month. I waited till I was 3 months, and then I started working out. I started lifting weights. I started walking and I did my first mile run, I want to say 4 months. I think I was 3 to 4 months post-op. But physically, my recovery time, I was up and at it like within a month. So even though I work from home, I work for myself. I'm a business owner, so I didn't have to like go back into work or do any heavy lifting or anything like that anyway. So I was able to be patient and pace myself to actually fully recover. So that's that. I think we have a few more. How was my surgery paid for? So when at the time that I had my surgery, I had TRICARE. So my surgery was 100% covered through TRICARE. Only thing I think I had to pay for was maybe my medicine, and of course I have to pay a copay whenever I go see my doctor. But yes, my whole surgery was completely covered by insurance. What is one thing I still can't eat or don't like now since surgery? So the thing that I really don't like now is like tuna. I will not eat like canned chicken, like eggs, scrambled eggs. I can't. Now I'm not saying that I just can't, but now the texture in my mouth is it's a little weird for me. So I'm still getting a little used to that. I think I have to have them hard fried now, because I used to eat them scrambled so much. It's certain seasonings that my stomach just does not like. But other than that, I can pretty much eat anything. I know the other question was about dumping syndrome. I have had a very minimal dumping syndrome, if I had any at all. I was not one to dump at all, and I did intake sweets. So I know a lot of people be like, girl, I dump. I haven't really experienced. I want to say I've experienced it once or twice, but it wasn't like sharp. Like how my doctors them terrified me when it came to dumping. Okay, but my dumping syndrome was kind of just like my stomach was hurting real bad, or I had to use the bathroom real bad, or something like that. So yeah. What is one thing I would tell anyone that was considering having weight loss surgery? So if you're considering having weight loss surgery, honestly, I would say go for it. But I would say go for it as your last resort. If you're a person who just is doing weight loss surgery because you want to be smaller, or because you want to do for your look, if you don't have any medical reasons, just be sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. A lot of people see me and they be like, oh my God, I want to have the surgery because you look so good now. But if you can do it with weight loss, I would say do it with weight loss. I tried to do it with weight loss, guys. I tried for over a year. I spent over $5,000 trying to lose weight. I spent over $5,000 on trainers, meal plans, meal preps, all of this. If it was a detox tea, or a weight loss tea, or a weight loss drink, or eat this, or the keto diet, or literally I have tried every single thing to lose weight, and it just wasn't working for me. If you guys don't know, I do have PCOS as well. I'm gonna do another video touching on that. Having PCOS with weight loss surgery. I'm gonna talk about that as well in another video, so stay tuned for that. But I do have PCOS, so it was really hard for me to lose weight. It was like I was losing and regaining the same 30 to 45 pounds, and it was extremely hard. I would lose the weight and I would be doing good, and then out of nowhere I would just blow up and be like, okay, but I've been eating right, I've been doing everything. I would starve myself, guys. I would literally not eat for days and days and days, and then until I would get sick. Like, it's a lot of stuff. So I'm just saying, if weight loss surgery is something that you're thinking about, make sure that you're mentally prepared, because like I said, losing the weight once you have weight loss surgery, the weight is, at the beginning, the weight is going to fall off. But with that comes a lot, guys. Like, I have been depressed because of having weight loss surgery. My anxiety has gotten worse since surgery. I have lost a lot of friends because my attitude, my mood swings, like, a lot has changed. Like, there's been months and months where I didn't want to get out of bed. There's been times where I didn't want to eat and I knew I needed to eat, and I would make myself sick. So guys, there's a lot, okay? I always tell people mental health is so serious. Being a person who had to come to terms with having an eating disorder, or come to terms with admitting that I'm a binge eater or that I'm an emotional eater, it was hard for me to come to terms with those things, and it was hard for me to stop that behavior or bring to the surface what was causing those issues within myself that was causing me to emotionally eat, or the things that I was missing, even going all the way back to my childhood and everything. It gets really serious, guys. So if it's something that you're thinking about, make sure that you're mentally prepared for it. Make sure that it's something that you really want to do. Don't let anybody tell you not to do it. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. Don't let people pressure you. Don't let people rub their fears off onto you. If that's something that you want to do, I would say go for it. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. You guys can definitely follow me on IG at I'm Sierra Nicole. People know, most of my subscribers, they message me or they leave comments under my videos. I'm very interactive with you guys. I will talk to you guys. I will motivate you guys. I'll be there for you. Hit me up on my Instagram. You might get a quicker response, even though I do try to respond to all you guys on my YouTube channel. Sometimes I don't get to it, but my Instagram, I'm on it daily, okay? So definitely shoot me a DM if you want to talk about it, if you need somebody to talk to, if you're feeling bad, if you're going through those, you know, depression seasons or depressional state, if you're having anxiety about it, I'm here, you guys. Just hit me up. I will leave before and after pictures what I currently look like. As you guys see, I'm seeing here, this is what I look like, okay? If you guys seen this, in my haul video that I did. Like I said, I am currently 183 pounds. I did lose a total of 110 pounds from having the gastric bypass 14 months ago. I am in a size, I range from a size medium to a size small, and I'm an 8'10" in dresses, and I'm the happiest I have been in my life. That's it. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to ask me, anything I didn't touch on, leave it down below. I'm about to get on this weight loss content, guys. I know you guys are wanting to see more of it. I'm going to try to give you guys what I eat in a day. Like I said, we're going to touch on PCS and weight loss. I'm going to also do a video about the fabrics and the clothing, you know, that I feel like is best for weight loss surgery patients or people who have loose skin. So you guys stay tuned for that. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss all that content. Definitely hit that big red subscribe button and come and join the doll babies. Also give this video a thumbs up if this is something that you're into or you liked it and you feeling my vibes. Come on and join, you know, subscribe to my channel and continue to follow my journey. I love you guys oh so much. As I always say in every video, go out, share some light, love, and positivity. And until next time, I love you guys. I am Sierra Nicole. I love my doll babies so much, and I will see you guys in my next freaking video. Bye, guys. You there. Hey, you there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and definitely check out one of my latest videos. All right, until next time.